Hello students and viewers. Today I am going to explain you practical number 6, that is plasmolysis. Here in the plasmolysis you have to learn endosmosis, exosmosis, incipient plasmolysis using Rio leaf peeling. So in previously I have explained this plasmolysis chapter in a theory, and now we have to learn this in a practically, this phenomenon in a practical way. So what is the aim of this practical is to study the process of plasmolysis. So see the requirements. What the requirement you need is, the requirement is need plant material. Which plant material you need? Rio leaf, right? You must have seen this Rio plant, particularly Rio plant. I will going to show you this Rio, right? So what are the different glasswares you require is microscope. Why microscope? Because we have to observe these plasmolized cells under microscope. So microscope must be required. Then slide to prepare our slide. We require the slides. Then cover slip. Watch glass also there to means keep our pill, and to add this solution we require this watch glass. Then blade also for taking the pill from the leaf, we require the blade. Then beakers for taking water, and 1 molar sucrose solution. So again solution, here it is 1 molar sucrose solution, very important for plasmolysis process. Now, see, this is the Rio plant. So this is available with me at our at my home, and I have taken this image. See, this is the side view of Rio, and this is the top view of Rio plant. So see the from this you can observe that from this lower side you are going to observe this purple color at the lower side, means what? The ventral side, right? This is the ventral side, and this is the upper side, this is the dorsal side, right? Hmm? So from the ventral side you have to take the pill. Hmm? And then you are going to observe the plasmolized cell when you are keeping the same pill in a sucrose solution. So now see, I have taken the one leaf of Rio plant, and you can observe here, this is the top leaf, the upper part of the leaf, that is nothing but dorsal leaf, and this is the lower, we called it as this is the ventral leaf, right? And from ventrally you have to take the pill. So see here, I have also made taken out these three pills, right? So these all are pill. So just break the leaf, just cut it very slowly, you will get the transparent, this purple colored, this pill. Okay, and this pill you have to keep this pill in a sucrose solution. Just observe, just take this one pill and keep it in a normal water, one drop of water, and the another pill in a sucrose solution. Okay, and then you observe these two different pills under microscope, right? So what will going to happen when you keep this same pill in a sucrose solution, and same pill when you are going to observe under microscope, that I'm going to explain you in my further slide. So see here, when you are keeping the pill in a water, so you are going to observe all these cells, right? Let me take the different kind of pen. So see here, this is the particular cells, right? All cells, they are filled with this protoplasm, or we can say cytoplasm, which is purple in color, right? This is purple color. So why we selected this particular plant is because we are clearly going to distinguish between the cell wall and the plasma membrane of this particular cell, and hence we are taking this colored plant in order to get the clear cut idea of the plasmolysis which is going to happen within these plants, right? So this is the protoplasm which is present, and this is the entire, all this throughout these cells, all this is spread, right? And all the cells they are having, this is the normal cells with the purple colored protoplasm, or I can say a cytoplasm within it. And when you are keeping this pill in a 20% of the sugar solution, and after a 30 minutes, after keeping this pill in a sugar solution, you have to observe this pill after 30 minutes, right? So after that what you are going to observe is, so see, this is the cell wall. I will write only short form cell wall, And now this is particularly, this is what, this is our the plasma membrane, right? So here what we are going to see, this is the plasma membrane is separated from this cell wall, right? This is the cell wall, right? And hence we are going to distinguish that this plasma membrane, as it keeps in a hypertonic solution, the solvent from this cell will goes out of a solution, and hence the cells become shrinking, and it the whole protoplasm, they are shrinking and they will settle at one corner or towards the center of the cell. And likewise we are going to differentiate, or we are going to see the phenomenon of plasmolysis. Okay, so when we are going to observe such a cells, then we are going to say yes, the cells are plasmolysed cells, because the water which is present inside the cell, it goes out, right? Because outermost solution is what, concentrated. See here, 20% in a 20% sugar solution we are keeping, right? So phenomenon of osmosis will occur. So when this cell or the solvent moves from the cell towards the outermost solutions, so here which phenomenon is going to occur? Here the exosmosis, right? Which osmosis? Exosmosis will occur, and hence the solvent from the cell will move towards the outermost solution. Okay, right? And hence we are going to observe, this is the single plasmolysed cell, this is second, this is the third, this is the fourth. So likewise we are going to observe this plasmolysed cell. So, see student, difference between this particular image and here, right? So let me take this pointer here. So here what you are observing, 1 2 3 4, even this 5, right? So all these are plasmolysed cell. In case of this, see, here you are not at all observing such phenomenon, right? Because what is our solution is what, normal water. Here it is hypotonic solution, right? So there will be no any exchange between the solvent, right? In a hypertonic solution, particularly water from the outermost solution will enter into the inner cells, right? So here no shrinking of the cells will take place as like this. Hmm. So here what we are keeping the cells in hypertonic solutions, and that's why the water or the solvent from the inner cell is moving towards outside solution, and exosmosis will occur, and that's why the uh, shrinking of the protoplasm, and the plasma membrane of this particular cell will shrink, and that will separate from this cell wall, right? You can clearly see this is the cell wall. Here we are unable to find out the cell wall and plasma membrane, but here clear cut we are going to see, this is the plasma membrane, this is the plasma membrane, and this one is particularly cell wall, right? So here we are going to clear cut idea of the plasma membrane as well as cell wall. So likewise this exosmosis will occur, and this is the one type of osmosis will occur in this particular pill. Now see principle. So in a principle, see here, endosmosis, exosmosis, plasmolysis and deplasmolysis, right? So this phenomenon is occur on the basis of this all: endosmosis, exosmosis, plasmolysis and deplasmolysis. So endosmosis is nothing but what, when we are going to keep, let me change the color, when we are going to keep our cell, right, our cell in a hypotonic solution, then this phenomenon is going to occur, which, endosmosis, right? When we are going to keep our cell in a hypertonic solution, then the solvent from the cell will move towards the hypertonic solution, right? So here it is cell become turgid here, and here in the exosmosis the cell become flaccid, or we can say it is a shrinking of the cell will occur, in which, exosmosis, right? And here plasmolysis is nothing but what, It is the phenomenon of movement of solvent molecule from the solution of low concentration towards the solution of higher concentration. So that is a plasmolysis. And what is the deplasmolysis? When same the shrunken cell, when we are keeping into a normal water, right, it going to regain, see, it going to regain its original shape. Then this phenomenon, that is deplasmolysis, will occur. In a plasmolysis, what is going to happen? Shrinking of cell, right? Shrinking of cell. In case of deplasmolysis, when such a shrunken cell is kept in a normal water, then the cell is able to attain or regain its original shape, right? So this phenomenon is called as deplasmolysis. Now, procedure, as I have explained you have to peel off the lower epidermis and you have to cut it into a smaller pieces, and then you have to keep this piece in a 20% of solution, hypertonic solution, for about 30 minutes, and mount this peel containing 20% sugar solution and observe it under microscope. So just I have explained this earlier with the help of our slide. Then now place the plasmolized piece. Now see, plasmolized piece, right, uh, into a water. So when we are keeping this plasmolized piece in a water, then you are going to observe this deplasmolysis phenomenon. Just I have explained you. Plasmolysis will occur in a hypertonic solution, whereas deplasmolysis will occur in a hypotonic solution. It's going to regain its shape. Then observation. What we observed from this experiment, in a hypertonic solution, cytoplasm shrinks, right? Shrinking of cells will take place, right? And which phenomenon is going to occur? That is exosmosis. Please do remember exosmosis, right? This phenomenon is going to occur in this hypotonic solution, whereas in a hypotonic solution, size of the cell increases, cell become turgid. And which phenomenon is going to occur? The phenomenon of endosmosis. Okay, so that's our observation from this practical, right? So just I have explained all this in a theoretical way. This is the normal cell, this is the incipient plasmolysis, where you can observe this. See, this is the plasma membrane is going to separate out from the cell wall. That is the incipient plasmolysis. This is the evident, I explained you in a theory. But even though, see here, evident means what? There is more shrinkage of plasma membrane that is coming from or separating from the cell wall, right? You can observe this part, and see, this is the smaller part. It just starts to shrink. Here it is more shrinkage of this plasma membrane is there. It's separating from this cell wall, and finally this is the final plasmolysis, where the total shrinkage of the plasma membrane takes place. This is the cell wall, this is the cell wall, and this is the plasma membrane, right? So likewise, this phenomenon is going to occur within the cell. So conclusion, what conclusion we have to make? When peel immersed in a sugar solution, again same exosmosis will take place, and this is because of this, what happened? Shrinkage of cytoplasm in a small round and ball like form will take place, and this is due to plasmolysis. Now when this plasmolyzed piece of leaf uh, we are placing again in a water, then plasmolyzed cell regain its original size and shape, and by spreading the cytoplasm towards the cell wall, and this is due to deplasmolysis. So that is your conclusion, right? So you have to write your conclusion in a scientific way. This phenomenon should be there while writing this conclusion, right? So likewise, we have covered, we have seen this plasmolysis, endosmosis, exosmosis, plasmolysis, and deplasmolysis phenomenon. So thank you very much for observing this practical, listening this practical, observing this practical. Thank you very much.